Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chick Chat Chicago. I'm Jinx, and this is Lexi or Brittany, whichever she's going by today. All right, we're gonna get this shared out really quick so we can start getting our audience up here so we can have a conversation with you guys. We've got, as you can tell, a really fun topic today. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get started talking about this. Obviously, we've got
because we're sharing.
Yeah,
we're waiting for people to hop on board.
Hi,
right
still very high, Rachel.
Hi.
Yeah, we're getting a couple people here. We're gonna get this shared out, get some more people involved in this conversation, and anybody that's been reading follows us on Instagram or on here, I'm sure you already know or kind of get an idea of what our topic is, if this isn't a clue. So first of all, how many of you out there have been on dating apps or just on the internet, right? You might see this on your friends' Facebook profiles and stuff like that, where their picture is a Snapchat filter. Okay. We don't go around looking like this in real life. No. So why would you choose that as a way to represent yourself in a dating profile, right? So ladies, gentlemen, unless you are wanting to dress like this for a first date and so that people can recognize you, because that's the number one complaint I've heard guys talk about with dating apps and stuff, is how people never look like the pictures they post because they're using too many of those GD filters, right? We're gonna keep this language appropriate. They're using too many filters, so nobody knows what people really look like until they get out there, right? So we want to know, have you guys come across this problem, right? With people showing up. So right now, Brittany and I took two of her favorite Snapchat things. Hers is the butterfly
filter.
She, of course, she doesn't have actual like glitter glowing around her head. I tried to do up the pink glitter with my bunny face here.
You look so cute.
Thank you. You do. She's adorable though, right? Anyways, so yeah, guys, this is the conversation right now. So what are some things that you hate about people's profile pictures? That is the conversation today. For profile pictures on dating apps, on wherever, what is one you've come across? So, Brittany, what is the number one thing you've seen people overposting?
I think the filters, like you were saying, like I've noticed with certain family members of mine, I'm not going to say like who, but anyway, that person would put filter in pictures almost every single time. And I'm like, you don't look like that. Like, and it's so frustrating. I don't know if you guys know of somebody that does that, but I do, and it's like, okay.
It's like,
I mean, right, like every once in a while, I think it's fun, right? It's fun, absolutely.
And cute and everything. Like, obviously, we're not going to dress like this for every episode of Chick Chat. Sorry to disappoint you guys, I'm sure. So we won't be late because of makeup next time, because we had to perfect the bunny. Yeah, so that's why we're late coming on today. I was gonna go for the puppy dog look, but I feel like the bunny. I'm feeling this bunny.
I kind of like the themes. What do you guys think about our themes? Do you guys think we should do themes?
We got thumbs up there going. And we have Steve chiming in that those are pretty spot on. The Snapchat filter costumes, very impressive. Yeah. Oh yeah. So all right. So we have we have Tony chiming in here with his comment on pictures, right? Don't be, and this is something in a group chat for a dating group that I'm part of, that is the number one thing that I've pointed out. If you are going to post a group picture with you and your friends, you better make sure damn sure that you are the most attractive person in that picture. Because if that's the first picture that someone comes across, or say I'm just gonna put this out there. If I'm going through on a dating app and I see a group picture and there's a group of guys, I'm looking in there and seeing who do I find the most attractive in that group. And if I swipe to the next picture and it's you by yourself and you are not that person, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little disappointed. I'm just straight facts, honest, straight no chaser, right? Yeah, it's just what it is, guys. if you're not confident that you're the best looking person in that group picture, at least don't have it as your first one. Or tips, blur out the faces of the other people in the picture.
I've seen people like put emojis over their faces.
Yeah, you can do that too. Like have fun with that too, because that's gonna show personality and character, and that would stand out to me. I would laugh definitely if I see somebody doing that, and I like a sense of humor in somebody, so that definitely is a good idea. So definitely, if you do a group picture, the other thing, if you're gonna do a group picture, one of the other things is, if there are other women in that picture, don't post. If they're hanging on you, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be like, are you that close to your sister? Or is your mom the one wearing that bikini? I don't think so. I don't think
girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. That's the more likely thing. Is
and you just like that picture of yourself. So.
Yeah. So yeah, posting pictures of yourself with an X.
Make sure you put a caption.
Yeah. Even if you cover up that person's face or try to cut them out of the picture, you can still tell who they are, or tell, like kind of thing. And that kind of is just like, you can have a friend take a picture of you every once in a while so that you have a good picture of yourself without your former significant other. At least I hope it's your former significant other, because that's another thing too.
I think guys should worry about the angles of the cameras. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of them go really low with the camera. So they'll take a picture from like really, really low. So their chin and everything you see under here.
This attractive. No. Okay. Seriously.
Okay, find the lie, because the lie is nowhere to be found.
Nobody wants to be looking up your nose.
You know somebody that does that. Don't lie.
All right. I've seen guys comment on the fact that women like to take these, and guys do this too, high angle pictures, but that's because it's a flattering angle. Right.
Because you're not getting all of, You're not getting all of
You're not getting all this.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's like, it does make you look a little thinner, right? So that is a reason. But is that you want to present your best self, right? It's not enough to make you look completely different from yourself, because it's still a side of you and an angle people are going to see you at. Maybe people aren't always looking down at you, but that's why you date tall guys, right? No. Let's be honest.
Right. Short people like myself, it's like you date someone tall so they can reach up for you.
Taller the better, guys. Right? Now that women, this is why you want to date really tall guys, is because they are always going to see you thinner than somebody that's your own height. All right, I just came up with that one. Okay. All right, so guys, put it out there. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What are some other things that you've come across, like pictures that have really like stood out to you? We have Steve saying, are either one of you going to be vomiting rainbows soon? You know what? Because I was looking at ideas for how to create some of these Snapchat filters, and I did come across one where the girl had it painted on the rainbow and every rainbow vomit, and I almost did that.
For shock value.
For shock value. It would have been hilarious. But that cleanup and then makeup probably would have made my skin break out.
Oh, dear.
Really crazy. Oh my God. And it would have required a trip to get makeup too, so to do that. So yeah, sorry. All right, what else do we have? Love the real Snapchat filters. Thank you. We wanted to be official. We wanted to show, like I said, it's okay, girls, if you want to use Snapchat filters for your dating profiles, go for it. But you better follow through.
Follow through.
And guys,
show up in that filter.
And guys, if you like a girl's profile because of her profile picture with the bunny ears or the butterfly headband or whatever it is, then don't be disappointed or think she's crazy if she shows up looking like this. I mean, she might be, because we totally are. At least I am. But but you like the profile in the first place, so at least she's being true to herself and authentic. I might show up on my next date looking like this. All right, I've never. Just full disclosure, I've never used a Snapchat filter on a dating profile picture ever, or any filter for that matter. What you see is what you get, guys. I'm sorry. You'll get all this crazy too. In my Facebook memories, it just popped up when I went to sign on here today for this. From 6 years ago, me and my best friend Chris went on a random scavenger hunt. I made a costume for her to make her look like we put it together, a walrus costume. And I was a fairy with a pink tutu and fairy wings. And I had my pink hair at the time. And yeah, I already had the tutu and wings in my closet before we went out on that excursion to find a random item that ended up not being there anyways. But yeah, all the crazy people, all the people like stopping us. Oh, are you guys coming from a costume party? No.
This is just us.
It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday evening too. It wasn't, I think it was a Tuesday. Yeah, so it wasn't even like a weekend. Like, who says a costume party on a Tuesday? All right, so here's somebody commenting, tall guys makes you look thinner. Love this. You're welcome, Brandy. Okay.
I hope you guys are enjoying this.
Jason's calling us the nice mean girls. You're welcome.
Yes. The nice mean girls. It's because we keep things real, right?
And Jason's saying filters are never okay. So not even for fun, Jason. Like I think having it for fun when you're doing like your Snapchat stuff or messing around with your friends or posting something random on Facebook or wherever.
I think it's fun.
Yeah,
but it is fun.
It makes it fun. It makes your kids want to take pictures with you.
It's true.
Let's be real. I know there's a lot of single parents out there listening because we like to date too. And sometimes it's hard to get your kids to want to take pictures with you, but they love those Snapchat filters. It's crazy. Let's see. Jason's saying unless it's to enhance tattoos or enhance the background. Yeah. So that people are looking at the background instead of you. I don't know. But yeah, I want a filter that makes your tattoos stand out. That would be cool, but I don't think that one exists. All right. So moving on with this whole filter thing.
Sure.
All right. So I got something. So Jason's saying this clapbacks from him and Tenny. They do a show in a group that I'm a part of that's called Actual Factoids. And they were supposed to call us out last night on like one of our topics from the last 2 episodes.
I fell asleep, so I don't know. Did they?
They did not. They never really addressed any of our topics. So, I mean, they commented on us. They gave us a shout out, but they never really talked about our topics.
They're being respectful,
so I'm still waiting. I'm
still
waiting for the clapback, guys. So, one of the things they talked about on their show. Well, first, I'll get to that later. We're going to talk about them saying dating's overrated.
Ooh.
That's going to come up in just a few minutes. But first, talking about filters, and we've talked about how women like to use them. All right, and what women do. Guys tend to do the more group picture thing. Well, all right, so granted, I'm not looking through women's profiles on dating apps, so I'm going by what guys have told me. I'm going by what guys have told me. I'm not going by what I've seen as far as that. But one of the things that, as far as guys' pictures, also the mirror selfies, right? Again, find a friend to take a picture of you. That you have the self-facing cameras now too, right? And maybe to ask a friend to do this. Yeah, and it could be awkward. You got friends that are girls though, right?
You could always put a timer on your camera.
Yep, and step back. You know what the self-facing cameras now? Mine's got, you just hold your hand up and it does like a 3-second countdown or whatever. So you have time to get in place. That's something else you can do.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah. Another thing is too many pictures at the gym. Okay. One, like if you have like 4 or 5 pictures and you do 1, maybe 2 at the gym, that's cool. But if all of your pictures are the mirror at the gym or are you working out,
it just shows your character.
Yeah, it shows that you are way too involved with your like you're a gym rat. Like how much time are we actually gonna hang out because you're at the gym all the time taking pictures? And like if I know some guys, that's their confidence thing. Women wear makeup, guys work out, so is that an insecurity thing? I don't know.
It's just pictures. Like we're just talking about pictures.
Yeah, and that's just pictures. Your people's first impressions of you. So
anything that's like too much, is just
all right. And Jason's saying it's just as a profile picture. You shouldn't use Snapchat filters. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree.
You should, like I said, unless you plan on showing up like this. Don't use it.
That's the whole point of the show. It's like if you're gonna have several, profile pictures of your Snapchat filters. So just better follow through.
So just to reiterate and like bring up the things that you want to stay away from, right? Don't do the Snapchat filters, girls, unless you plan on showing up on your date like that. Which maybe they'll find cute and adorable, right? But you got to go out in public like that. I would do it, but I'm me.
You're a performer, Jinx, on a date. Remember we talked about this?
Only on the bad ones. Anyways.
Oh, we remember.
It's true. Anyways, then
always like, don't you even lie. Don't you even lie.
And then, so stay away from that, ladies. Stay away from the low angles, guys. Nobody wants your double chin and up your nose. No one wants to see if you need to trim your nose hairs or how well of a job you did. So don't no low angles. Guys, stop being so critical of girls doing the high angles because one, if you're tall, that's how you're going to be seeing her anyways. And like I said, ladies, date the tall guys. It'll automatically make you thinner in their eyes anyways. And just make sure, or girls just start going like, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, I digress. And then also, not too many gym pictures. Stay away from group pictures unless you are the best looking one, or do something fun like blur out their faces or put fun emojis or something like that. You know, I would even go so far as to put captions above each of your friends' heads about just something funny, because that would catch my eye and would get me laughing, and so I would probably stop and pay more attention to your profile if I see something fun like that. And then, let's see, not too many gym pictures and no mirror selfies, guys, okay?
Oh, I've noticed a lot of guys are currently holding puppies and like flexing with the puppies in there. I freaking can't. You're trying to show your sensitive side, but you're also trying to look really masculine. And I'm just like, whoa, I think I like the dog more.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Brandy, for bringing this up. This is another one that was popular in the group with the ladies. Guys, no more fish. I'm outdoorsy. I like camping and stuff like that. And I don't mind going fishing. I'm not going to take the fish off the hook, though. I'll be honest. But I don't want, like, never in my life have I been flipping through pictures and been like, ooh, he caught a big one. No. No. The only people that are going to appreciate those pictures are other guys that like to fish.
That's true.
I mean, maybe 1 in a million women are going to be like, hey, I'd like to go fishing with him. He knows what he's doing. I don't know who that woman is. I haven't met her yet, but I'm sure she's out there for you. So if that's, I know, I understand, guys, you love to fish. But
in fishing, it's just like it's a certain type of woman that you're probably going for. If you know that you see profile pictures of her, doing that, then yeah, I would say that's acceptable. You both have the same interests, but that's not like a really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have mutual interests, and, and I'm sure she's going to, you'll find somebody that likes to go camping and will like to go fishing with you. Right. But I don't think you're going to catch that person with a picture of you holding a fish on your dating profile. So, but then again, just to play devil's advocate in defense of those guys with those fish, if their guy doesn't like to take pictures that often, that might be one of the few times they have a real smile, because it's a moment they're proud of themselves for, right? So I'm still saying don't, or get somebody to take a picture of a close-up of you without the fish in it too, so they still get that smile. Or maybe crop the picture, guys. That is a feature you can do on your phones. You can crop it. There's this thing you do. It's like an edit. It looks like a pencil on your phone. You tap that, and then it'll have where you can crop it. Okay. All right. So those are things to avoid, right? Okay. Or just some tips, guys, for better pictures for your profile to get better results and more people stopping to actually check your profile out. Right? Yeah. Because that's what you ultimately want. You want pictures that are going to get people's attention enough to stop and actually read your profile. So
show your interest.
Show your interest.
Like, there's so many guys doing the same.
You say that, but don't just post a picture of your car.
Oh God.
There's
so many pictures of cars on Instagram.
Yeah.
If it's not that, it's of your watch.
And if the girl's going out with you because of your
selfie, and it's just sometimes a little bit too repetitive with the pictures. Like, show your interest.
Yeah, it's show your interest, your personality. Give your own flair to it. Don't make it look like everybody else's.
And too many nice.
That being said, I think a picture of this is going to go up on my next dating profile. I do. No, just
please. Please do it.
I would. Oh my gosh. All right. We'll do a vote. I'll do a poll on Chick Chat Chicago later for who thinks that I should try doing a picture of this on a dating app and see what kind of response I get. I'll make it the first picture too, guys. Not even the last one. I will make it the first one people see. Because I have enough. I get enough dates without the dating apps. They're just more for fun, right? So See, we got people saying, yeah, crop those pictures, right, guys? You can crop yourself out in group pictures too, or not out, but everybody else out anyways. Let's see. Jason's all excited that we finally agreed with him. I was just saying on Actual Factoids, Tenny and Jason's podcast yesterday, how I never agree with Jason on anything. Speaking of, and should we do this or should we talk about the eggplants? Which do you want to go first? We will still. All right. We'll get to actual factoids. Let's go.
Well, should we talk about the eggplant emoji? The real eggplant emoji.
You guys know what we are talking about, right? Those dick pic pictures, right? Oh, I'll say it. The D pictures. Okay.
All right,
guys. Don't send unsolicited pictures of your junk. We don't. We
can't take it from the picture and actually use it.
Yeah, it's not used to us at all. I'm sorry. It's not attractive. Oh. However, and I brought this up where we had a couple other people in our group, at the group chats, right? So I forget who was there. I got into a conversation with this. There needs to be a filter for dick pics. Like add bunny ears and the song. Or puppy dog ears, making it to snake. Come on, guys. Now that would be hysterical if somebody sent me a picture like that. I would be dying laughing so hard from that I might not be offended that they just sent me an unsolicited dick pic.
That just sounds like a really weird.
I'm not saying you guys should do this. Don't start sending me.
You know, in the ocean, there's always like that critter that like is like deep in the ocean. That weird fish, like that's what that sounds like.
A Snapchat filter that makes it look like an anglerfish. Like, oh my god. All right. Part of me almost wants to see these pictures, guys. I'm like,
oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna get so many pictures in my inbox now.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like a train on fire coming for us.
Oh no. She's saying gross. Yes, it is. All right. So here's my thought.
All women have like memes. I'll just say that. We all have backup memes like, oh, when he sends you dick pics, send this.
Yeah.
Just to be funny. Because women, we're not going to take pictures of our Pikachu and send them out to you guys. Just so you guys are well aware.
Looking like a Arby's roast beef sandwich. No, thank you. No. Okay.
Oh, mine doesn't look like that.
Somebody's saying no, don't give them my feelings. All right. So guys, real talk here. Guys, listen up.
Okay.
When you send out a dick pic, unsolicited, and especially if we've not talked or really, like I haven't met you in person or anything, my first thought is that you do not have enough confidence in your personality to get my attention on your own. That you feel like this is the best thing you have going for you, the only thing you have going for you, and that's the only way to grab my attention. You're gonna grab my attention, but in a very wrong way.
Yeah.
No. So guys, honestly, don't do it. I mean, if it's different, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys want to do that, that's totally different, right? It's totally different. When it's just an unsolicited one that you're sending to some girl you just met on Plenty of Fish or whatever other dating app you're on, because POF, that's the worst offenders. I don't even go on. You will not find me on that app, guys, because that's the app that it has the worst offenders for that, seriously. But guys, honestly,
they don't have profile pictures on there either, some of them. I'm just like, dude, if you're gonna have a dating website, you're not gonna have a profile picture. I'm not gonna want to meet up with you. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, right. So Steve asked, can you or should you Snapchat filter your junk? Is that a thing? It is not currently a thing. At least it wasn't before this podcast. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let everybody know on Saturdays if it ends up. Please don't.
Please do not.
Oh God. Oh. Gone. Okay.
We got a shovel. We're just digging.
With power comes very. What is it? The Star Wars quote: "With power comes great responsibility." I think that's Star Wars, right? I know there's some fellow geeks out there that will correct me. Okay. I do geek speak sometimes. Okay. Look at my eyes. I'm like Snapchat filter right now.
You're like Psycho Bunny.
Make the eyes as big as you can.
It's like the energetic.
Do cross-eyed? I can't. Okay. So off topic, guys. All right. So somebody says, I wish I could physically test this out with the Snapchat filters. Oh my gosh, if you can find a guy that lets you do the live Snapchat filters like we did to our face. No, don't. I take that back. I don't. Anyways. No, there's the devil in me that wants to. That is really. Yeah. Anyways, so let's see. We have Sunny says, common sense dictates that you shouldn't send dick pics. Yes, thank you. The people who send them now will send them regardless. True, because they don't care. They're just sending out what they got. Like I said, it's people that don't have confidence in themselves, in their personalities enough that they think
that's all they have to offer.
Yeah. So
yeah.
All right,
I agree.
Then we have. So true. It makes me think that's all we are going to do and have in common, right? So the fishing and cars, I'm guessing, Jen, is that what you're commenting to? I'm sorry. Or the dick pics. That's all you have in common is the love of their dick pics. I don't know. Spider-Man quote. Thank you, Tenny. I knew somebody would correct me on that. I see. At least I knew the quote, right? I guess I get props for that. All right. So. Let's see, and also RJ corrected too. Let's see. And Steve, do you want your junk to look like a mythological beast riding a rainbow? And this is horrific. Thank you. So, guys, let's take the two worst dating photo faux pas and combine them. Dick pics with Snapchat filters. Vomiting rainbows. Oh my God, no. Oh man,
that is so awful.
Right now, my mind, guys. I'm glad nobody can see into it because
that's awful. No, I don't want to.
We weren't lying when we said this was gonna be wild.
It's so wild.
This is a great conversation, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this talk as much as we are.
Yeah.
So change the topic. Let's get off the eggplants for a bit. Ooh, that's what you can do. Take an actual eggplant and dress it up as a Snapchat filter.
Are we gonna have to
just for fun?
Eggplant?
Those pictures you can send to me. Take an actual vegetable, the eggplant, or is that a fruit?
When you're at the grocery store, send pictures of the eggplants and send them our way for a laugh. Oh my gosh. This is our inside joke now.
Yeah, this is for our listeners and us, guys. Guys, if you go to the grocery store, anywhere you see an actual eggplant, not talking the dick pic, I'm talking an actual physical eggplant. Send us pictures. If you can doctor it up and make it funny.
Oh my
gosh. Guys,
if you're creative.
Be creative.
We'll put it on our page.
By next Wednesday, we will vote on who sends us the most creative eggplant. Actual eggplant, not a dick pic, guys. An actual eggplant. Whoever sends us the most creative one. Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know what the prize will be. We'll figure that out.
We'll totally figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
So,
I love it. You guys are so awesome with the comments.
Thank you. I can't. You didn't just go there. Yeah, I did. Yeah. This is what you guys can expect from me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have no filter. I just look like I do. Anyways, does that mean they have to show up with their eggplant dressed up? Oh my gosh! Yes, they do. Yeah. Props for creativity, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, or show up with an actual eggplant dressed up to give to you as a gift for your first date, or whatever date at that point it is. That would be hilarious.
Put googly eyes on it.
Don't
print out of a rainbow and stick it on.
I hope I have some creative listeners out there, guys. I hope our viewers.
We're wild right now. We're out of control. We're out of control.
This is great. Okay.
We're out of
So
control.
guys, I got to get back to the overrated dating thing. Is dating overrated? This is
what they were talking about.
This is what on actual factoids, our sibling podcast. I don't know how to refer to it. The guys take on this stuff. They think that dating is overrated, right? They think that the going out and the fancy dates, buying dinner, whatever, that it's overrated. That if you want to get to know somebody, which is the point of dating, that you should just hang out with people and do stuff. But isn't that still a date? Even if you're like getting together to watch a movie at home, you know, hanging out, that's still, it's a date. How else are you guys going to find, they both claim that they like the idea of marriage and relationships and commitment, but how are you going to get to that point if you don't
communicate and talk?
Date, yeah. You know, I feel like the whole dating culture with dating apps and stuff, it's definitely different now than
totally
but and we will get onto that.
Yeah, another thing.
Show.
I would like to talk a little bit though about this too myself. I feel like if a guy says that, I feel like he's cheap. And if you're cheap, that's fine. Take you know, I don't know, like, I feel like you should go to, like, a coffee date or something like that. Like, start off, we were just talking about that. Like, you're not going to do, like, a full-on dinner. You're going to go on a coffee date. Get to know somebody there. Like,
no, here, all right, so Jason is saying hanging out at home isn't a date by definition. No, technically not, but here's the difference.
If a guy invites me to his house and watches a movie, you already know what he's wanting.
Yeah, you don't want to, definitely don't want to do that for a first date. No.
Not your house.
No, not for especially not the first date. You got to meet somewhere in public. Otherwise, it's the wrong wrong.
It just makes you look like you're easy and you have a dirty deed, and you're used to doing that.
Yeah. So, but I think once you actually start dating somebody regularly, going to their house and hanging out to watch a movie, that can be a date. If you're living together, it's not a date.
That's true.
If it's how you approach it, like, because if it's just you guys like sitting on the couch because that's what you do every night, that's not a date. If you go to if you guys are, let's say it's a couple living together, right? You're a couple and you're living together, then it's different because you're there. Then you need to take extra steps to turn it into a date. Like bring them something special like chocolates or, even flowers home from work or something. Make dinner for them, something fancy, get a good bottle of wine. Yeah, build a blanket fort. Oh my God, that would be freaking amazing. Oh my gosh.
Watch a movie, cuddle up. Make dinner. I have so many suggestions. I can keep this going.
Guys.
This is why we have a show.
And it's like just hanging out at home, and it's still a date because you're doing something fun together. Without you don't have to go out somewhere. You can, dates. I think it's about getting to know each other, and sometimes that's hard to do in public places. So doing stuff like that at home and spending it's making a connection with somebody else, right? Finding things to have fun with and have a memory, right? Making a memory. So when you first meet people on a dating site, though, you need to meet somewhere in public, right? So that's something you want to get to. We're getting into a topic that we hadn't even planned on today. So, but dating is not overrated. It's how you approach dating. That's what I'm thinking you guys are looking at wrong. So, or at least saying it wrong. So Kelly says, I think saying dating is overrated is equivalent to sending dick pic. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Jason's saying, nope, he's one of the guys that says this, right? So nope, I'm far from cheap. My income is great. And I go on dates. I didn't say going on dates is expensive. I said it's overrated. No, I was saying I don't know if Brittany said, but not that it's overrated, or expensive, but it's like spending money on fancy dinners and stuff like that.
That's when I said that, if you say that, it just makes it sound like you're cheap.
Yeah,
you're supposed to get to know somebody and have that communication. That's what we're discussing. So
let's see. Steve says, "What if you're at dinner and you order eggplant? Is that so above board?" Yes, and send us a picture. Okay. Please send us a picture of your eggplant dinners. Oh my gosh. Tenny, one of the guys from Actual Factoid says, all I was saying is that you don't need to pull out all the stops on the first few dates. Well, yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, that's fine. So you guys are saying first dates are overrated and doing that. It's all about how you do them, right? So don't set a standard that you won't be able to maintain. Planning creative dates or outings that have are things that you're interested in, so you can get to know them as a person. Yes. So, all right. So here's the thing. You're saying don't pull all the stops out on the first few dates.
Yep.
All right. I agree. On the very first date, you want to. That's more just meeting, getting to know the person, getting the vibe, and seeing if you guys have any kind of connection or feeling each other. Like kind of thing. If there's any chemistry there, right? That's what the first date's about. The second and third date, though. I'm thinking you need to show them a little bit more about your personality, your interests. So like something you would like to do as a couple, if you guys got to that stage and you find fun and entertaining, to show them more about you. And I think that it shouldn't be all on the guy, right? I think one should be, you know, maybe the second date should still be planned by the guy, maybe, or the girl, and then the third, like the opposite. So take, you know, so that it's like, so that you see what the one person likes, and then the next time you meet the other one, and so that way you kind of get an idea and feel for each other, what, you know, what each other likes and interests, and you know what their idea of a relationship is. And it doesn't have to be something expensive. It could be. I love, yeah. And dates are excuses to go check out places and things that I want to do with somebody, you know. So it's like, but it's like, okay, I have somebody to go do this with, and my friends might not always be available. Well, she is, because she loves me. But yeah, and we love hanging. These ears are totally sliding back on my head, anyways.
I'm having to watch this top. I'm like, I'm not gonna fall out.
So yeah, so you guys wanna so I think you can go out on first dates and do something simple, just because you want to get that vibe, whether it's for a drink, whether it's meeting for ice cream because it's nice out now finally. Oh my gosh, like I swear to God, and I shouldn't say this, but like there's been a couple times where I've gone out with the guy just because his first thing was, hey, you want to get ice cream? That's always. Because if I'm already talking to you on a dating app or something like that, then I'm already interested, and then you brought up my favorite food. So yeah, so that, you know, it's a good, easy way to get to know somebody. Hey, Russell, saying hi there. Let's see, we also, Jason saying too many unknown thoughts and potential bad results come from it. I said, I don't know what he's in reference to there. Let's see. So you got your own show. I'm guessing this one of your friends, Brett. I don't recognize that name. So Jason's example is not knowing if there will be date 2, 3, or 4, not knowing if the person is seeing other people. All right. First of all, guys, always assume the other person is seeing other people unless you are exclusive, especially if it's a first date. If it's a first date, sorry guys. It's, you know,
you didn't lock me down, so
I'm going out with you on one date. You've not yet given me a reason to want to just be exclusive with you. Now, if I go on a first date and I really like that person, I'm interested, then I'm not going to be scheduling other dates with other guys for at least until I get to know that person a little bit more, if I'm interested. If I already have other dates scheduled, then I might keep those dates just because. But once I like decide I'm actually interested in somebody beyond a first date, then I'll kind of step out of that dating realm for the most part and try to focus on that person. Unless that person's already expressed that they're just wanting somebody to hang out with and have fun anyways, and they're not looking to settle down anytime soon, then both of you, I think, then you both are on the same page anyways. And so, they're gonna still be out talking. Why shouldn't you, right? As long as you guys are on the same page. Once you start getting serious and having serious feelings for somebody, then you need to have that conversation with that other person about, hey, how do you feel about being exclusive? Are you dating other people, or do you feel, would you be up for just being? Then you have that conversation afterwards. After that point, if you've had that conversation and they're still wanting to see other people, then you need to decide if that's something you're cool with or if you want to end it, right? Let's see.
And vice versa, we wouldn't be angry at you if you were to see somebody else. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just be respectful.
Yeah. And all right, just saying, call me cheap if you want to, but I reserve fancy dates and crazy stuff for women I already know I like, right? Which makes sense. We're not saying cheap.
I'm just saying, like, women can perceive that.
Yeah. We're saying women can perceive it that way. We're not saying that you are. It's just that's how it can be perceived. And a lot, as we discussed in our last episode.
And I said there's nothing wrong with that. You can go on like a coffee date.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go all out for your first date. Like we were just talking about.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean.
Everyone's going to hate me. Everyone's going to come for me in the comments. But you can rewind this if you want.
Yeah. As Honey said, oh my goodness. For fancy dates. That's totally fine. I'm not saying go on a fancy date on those first couple of dates. God. Showing who you are and what you're into does not have to be fancy or expensive, unless that's the kind of person you are and what you want to do. Yeah, if you want to show that you are fancy and like to go out all out.
Your favorite restaurant, if you want to show your favorite restaurant.
Getting into date ideas. Yeah, Brittany and I are going to be checking out some pretty cool locations and stuff to give you some ideas of fun places to go on first dates or second or third dates, you know, things that you might want to check out. And if you guys have suggestions for places that we should check out, send us a message. You can email us at chickchatchicago. Actually, it's just chickchat at the Just Don't Network, or chickchatchicago@gmail.com. Either of those works. Or just message us here on our Facebook. We would love to hear from you guys. We want to know what you guys like to do, right?
Your favorite restaurants? I love Mexican food.
Your favorite
myself.
coffee places?
Yeah.
Your favorite just fun places to hang out, favorite places to go hiking? I know I will be doing some, going on some hikes and maybe dragging her with me to show you guys some beautiful places to hike, or check out my Instagram because I got pictures of a lot of great places. So that stuff's coming up. One other thing I want to get to before we go off here, maybe I should read a few of these comments here first. Let's see. So McDonald's for every date until 2022. Oh my gosh. All right. Not everybody on here watching knows me personally. There are a few of you that do. Anybody that knows me well knows I do not eat McDonald's,
She does it.
Burger King, Subway, Wendy's. You will not catch me eating any of those. Except for my one Achilles heel, I guess you could say. Those damn McDonald's cookies, those chocolate chip cookies. Oh my God, they trick me every time. I hate them.
Potbellies
so much.
Really good cookies. Potbellies. That's where it's at. Sorry. I had to throw that in there. She's talking, so I was like, I gotta throw that in there. Potbellies has the best cookies.
I'm hungry, man.
I know you like Portillo's too. Who doesn't like Portillo's if you live in the Chicagoland area?
There are people.
Like, really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
They probably like Bona Beef. Okay. Not that I love the salads from Bona Beef. Like their Tuscan harvest salad, that is my jam. I love that thing. Okay. So anyway, Steve says, now I'm old and stuff, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't making a spectacular date plan the only road to a second date? I seem to remember back in the day, if you didn't bring the A date, there wasn't likely to be a date two, right? Okay. So that is, Steve, that is one of the ways dating has changed, right? Now, guys, because there's so many first dates that happen because of things like dating apps, right? So you don't really, you just know from a profile, you haven't met them in person. Where I think in the old days, before dating apps, you kind of, for the most part, met people in person, you liked their vibe, and then you know, and you would ask them out, right? And plan a date. So you already had that connection. Now the first date is that, right? It's getting, because you're not getting that from a profile. You're just reading whatever they decided to write or have a friend write about them, and then what pictures they want you to see. So it's hard to really get a feel for a person off the dating apps. So it's trying to find people that you have things in common with by doing things in person, to get to know people in person, so that you don't have to do that coffee date and you can actually do a real date. Which brings me to one of the things that I wanted to suggest for some future shows. I was thinking that we got a whole lot of comments to catch up on here, guys. I'm sorry.
76 comments. Holy smokes.
Okay, so guys, all right. I want to offer this out to randomly have some of the singles that are out there watching this show come on little random episodes with me and Brittany where we sit and have a conversation with you, so that the other single people out there can get to know your personality a little bit. And maybe be like, hey, you know what? That's somebody I want to get to know better, right? So I'm gonna invite you guys out there, if you are interested in sitting down with me and Brittany and talking and letting everybody, hear your conversation and get to know your personality a bit. We'd be glad to have you on here. So go ahead and send us a message, and I'm gonna work on that. Okay?
And send those eggplant emojis. Decorate that eggplant.
Decorate that eggplant.
Send it out.
Anybody that's just tuning in and did not hear that portion of the show, we don't mean actual dick pics. We want you to go out and find actual eggplants, whether it's your dinner or you're at the grocery store or wherever, and give us some creative eggplant pictures, right? So we want to see what you can do with that eggplant. Add your own real life Snapchat filters to those eggplants. We want to see it. Okay, so just to catch up on a few comments here, let's see. So I guess Jason and Tenny are planning on setting their next show on fire. They're planning on clapbacking at us, but they still haven't done it for the other show. So I don't know how. So check out Actual Factoids if you're in the groups with them. if you want to hear that. Let's see. And Tenny's saying he's in agreement with us. He's just giving us, yeah. Anyways, Russell says, I say don't assume, you just don't think, and it doesn't matter if they are or not seeing or dating other people, and you shouldn't talk about it. Your job is to show the person you are on a date, and that you are the best choice, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just want to show who you are, and either they'll want to continue things and be with you, or they don't, and then you both move on your happy way, and nice knowing you, whatever, it's okay. We don't all, it's not everything has got to be a connection, and you don't jump right in, right? It's true. Test the waters, see where it is. There's different pools to swim in, guys.
It's like go fish when you flip over a card.
Yeah,
you have to match that person.
Yeah, you gotta find, you gotta find somebody before you end up an old maid. Okay, sorry.
Like me.
All right, so we have, let's see, all women love Mexican food. That's another one right up there with ice cream and sushi. Oh my gosh, sushi. Love sushi. I could eat it anytime. Steve says, why go on a date without the intention of wanting to make magic for your suitor? Thank you, Steve. Right? You want to, like I said, with the first date, though, it's just really seeing if you have that connection to want to try and do that, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to put your best self out there so that if they're interested, like if there is a mutual interest, or if you are interested in that, they have interest back. If you're going out, you want to always give it your 100% when you go out there on a first date. You don't want to show up with the 50% expectation that this is going to suck. I'm just showing up to show up, because guess what? They're going to read off of that, and they're most likely isn't going to be a second date. Oh yeah, Tanya is bringing up, I don't like chicken. Yes, I don't eat. So KFC is another on my no list. I just don't even think about that because it's chicken. I would never even think to go there in the first place. And saying I can't date black men ever because of the chicken thing. Is that
it? But do you like watermelon?
She did not just say that. Oh my gosh.
But as long as you like watermelon, you're in the clear. Yeah.
Anyways, and I don't put marshmallows in potato salad. Okay.
Oh, what?
Don't even. All right, Priscilla's now I'm hungry again. Let's see. Hey, Brittany. Somebody. All right, we got people shouting out to you.
Hi, Simone.
Russell saying it's down to sit in. Let's see.
Hi, Connie.
Love this idea. Yes, thank you, Kelly. And saying to always assume the person is seeing other people, create promiscuous culture and player culture. Then we have people in dating groups looking for dates and relationships, right? And I'm not saying it should be asked. I'm saying the unknown sucks. And yeah, it does. The unknown does suck. Yeah. Especially if you were really into somebody. It does suck to sit there and be wondering what they're doing, why, because then it creates that, well, they're not messaging me back. Are they out with somebody else or whatever? I think we've all been there that are in this dating culture now, but you know what? What about those times you're out with somebody else or doing other things? And it's just because someone's not responding to you doesn't mean they're out enjoying themselves with another date. They could be with family, they could be with friends, they could, be working. Sleeping, you don't know. You're not, don't
sometimes
jump to conclusions, guys. Just get to know somebody, take your time. And just relax and think of it as it's an adventure and a journey, and you're not gonna find that endpoint or see your final destination from the beginning.
Right.
You gotta take those steps to get there, and enjoy the view of where you're at, and find those different moments as you go along that journey that stop to take a picture, guys. Okay, I'm a photographer. I have to. Yeah. So you guys wanna
don't do it low though.
Just make sure you're looking at it from the right angle. Okay. There's sometimes the low point of view looks good on a picture, not on a face, but in nature. Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up with these comments. But yeah, guys. So just to reiterate, because this has gone just not the gym pictures, guys. Okay. Yeah. So I think we've gone way longer than we planned to, but this has been such a great conversation, guys. I've been having fun. Hopefully you guys have too. Hopefully we get lots of those eggplant pictures, because oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Follow us on Instagram at Chick Chat Chicago, and on Twitter. It's actually chat_Chicago on Twitter. We tried. It just, yeah. We're not good with Twitter. Instagram, we're great. Yeah, but not Twitter. And we're also on YouTube. So find us on YouTube, subscribe and like us so that you don't miss out on any of the fun adventures we are going to go on, because we won't always be doing Facebook Live. So we are going to randomly be posting other videos of our adventures on YouTube. Maybe we'll give you guys some great makeup tips like this. You know, so if you want, we'll show you how to create your own Snapchat filter faces. I think that would be fun, or actual real makeup, guys. She's good with that. Don't ask me to do your makeup. Yeah, anyway.
I'm not good at it, believe me. I'm not.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, so just to recap, photos. Unless you plan on actually dressing like your Snapchat filter, don't use Snapchat filters on your dating apps and profile pictures.
Don't go crazy with it, guys.
You want the guys to recognize you when you show up on that date. You don't want it to be a guessing game of who's who, you know, like trying to, like, nope, she wasn't bald, nope, she didn't have glasses on, no, like, you want them to be able to spot you, right?
Please leave the filters in your Snapchat.
Yeah, I mean, leave this, the word should be, filters, leave them in your Snapchat,
This is my favorite filter, and I always use this one on Snapchat, so that's why I decided to use it today. And another thing, too, like, just don't put it all over your Facebook. It's really,
use some real pictures of yourself.
Yeah, really,
because we love to see the real you.
Yeah.
And
guys I know don't like it. There's been so many guys that have, they've come to me. They're like, talk about that, because it's just like there's too many women that do that.
And as we said too, watch your angles. No, if you're doing a group picture, make sure you're the best looking person in that group, or cover up the other people's faces somehow. And guys. And same thing, I guess it would go for girls too. You don't want to have somebody of the opposite sex hanging all over you like they're your date that night or something, because it's never going to get the right impression. No. I'm sure you probably have gotten this, but randomly getting guys or asking you to be part of a threesome with their wife or whatever.
Oh my God.
And like, this is my girlfriend or wife, and you know, we'd love for you to join us.
It's hard enough.
I'm not looking to be somebody's third or, you know, afterthought. No, thank you. I'm the main meal, people. Okay.
I'm the buffet.
And the dessert. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Someone said Someone said I look like a snack one time. And I will tell you, I'm the buffet. Okay. I am, yes.
Yes, and then we have Russell chiming in. I like fishing, but not catfishing. Don't use filters. Yes. Okay. Here's the other thing, guys, that we brought up. Don't use too much. You can use one gym picture. One picture at the gym, because if that's your thing and it's one of your interests, that's great. But don't make it look like that's your only interest.
Just have common sense.
Yeah, have common sense. One of those. No more mirror selfies, guys. Have somebody else get it. Use the timer on your camera phone.
A wonderful thing.
Selfie
People
camera.
keep forgetting about.
Yeah, you guys, you can. There are other things, ways to get a picture of yourself rather than.
Always get a picture of yourself smiling.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if that person has jacked up teeth.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, but also I think a smile can be one of the most attractive things, and it's like, because I want to get your personality, and if you're like in every picture.
You're looking mean. I know you're probably gonna have holes in your walls.
Yeah, I'm like, do you ever have fun? Are you just always that serious? I'm like, are you gonna be like that the whole time we're out? I want somebody that's gonna smile and laugh and have a good conversation with me, and not look like serious and like they're ready to go in and be the general for World War III or something. I want somebody that's able to have fun and relax. Okay. All right, and then what are the other ones that we said? No fish. Guys, speaking of catfishing, we don't want to see your fish in your pictures either, guys. No, it's fine. Crop in your face. If you have a great smile because you were excited about catching that damn fish, then by all means, use the picture, but crop it down to your face. We don't want to see your dead fish. Even if we want to go camping with you, like I said, I love the outdoors. I love camping. I love hiking. And I will go fishing with somebody, right? I have no problem going fishing. Just, you're taking that fish off the hook for me, and I'll eat it, but I'm not taking it off the hook. And I don't want to see your dead fish on your page. Okay.
I'm glad you agree with that.
Yeah.
Like that either.
Don't post your old wedding pictures on your profile. Oh my gosh. Who is posting their old wedding pictures on their dating profile, I'm assuming? All right. Granted, I have on my Facebook, I have my old wedding pictures with my ex-husband on there, but I'm still friends with him and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I should take those off. I don't know, but I don't. Whatever. But yeah, definitely not in your dating profiles, guys. No, that is a definite no. Do not use your old wedding pictures for your profile.
Facebook and seeing everyone getting married and having babies.
And
there's nothing wrong with that, but
I know better now than I did then anyway, so I don't need that day to make
like fine wine.
Yup.
Yeah, you're cute.
Call me cheese. I'm full of it. Okay, anyways, third wheel, WTF for people thinking, geez. Okay, yeah, so yeah, the third wheel, that's in reference to.
We're gonna have to do some of these like later too.
Yes, we will.
We don't have enough time.
Oh, yeah, there's so many things, guys.
Oh, right, this is why we have it.
Get out of the bathroom to take photos. Yes, no bathroom selfies. Sometimes the snack is the best meal of the day. Yeah, but it's just there are times to be a snack, and there are times you don't want to be a snack. Okay. Anyways, it's wildly entertaining. Thank you, Steve. Let's see. If the snack is the best meal of the day, you're doing it wrong. Thank you, Tenny. All right. I've seen so many wedding pics on Tinder. Really? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not on Tinder. Tinder, I haven't used Tinder in like 2 years, so I have no idea what people are doing on Tinder these days.
Is that attached to your Facebook? Because I know some social medias, they like attach.
I don't know. Is Tinder matched to your Facebook now? I know a lot of them match to Instagram nowadays, so people can see your Instagram pictures.
Like, that's insane. That's another thing too.
Which is very bad because I take a lot of awesome pictures. Seriously, follow me, Jinx 414. But I also post pictures of my daughter, and I do not. Oh, that's another no that we didn't get to, guys, with the photos. Don't post pictures of your kids. No. If you have pictures of kids in there, at least blur your face out, because it is good to know that you get along with kids and you like kids. That's
there's
great.
Also creepy people out there.
Yeah, I
and you gotta fill them out.
Yeah, especially as a woman, I don't like posting pictures with my daughter in there because
it's hard out here.
You never know. Like, honestly, all right, so Jason has made fun of me for being too overly protective and cautious with dates, but especially my daughter, I don't want somebody dating me because they saw a picture of my daughter and they're hoping to what's the word from the Netflix movie? Have you seen that one? The Netflix movie, the Abducted in Plain Sight or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they cultivate and create that
like a plan.
I can't think of the word for it right now, but basically, get people to get their trust so that they can get in there with their kids. So don't put pictures with your kids, guys and girls. Never do that. Let's see.
What else?
Ice cream is a snack. All right, I could eat ice cream for a meal, guys.
Oh my god, I love ice cream.
Especially mix all the flavors. Like for my birthday 2 years ago, my friends made me this giant sundae with like about 20 some scoops of ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate syrup, cookies, you name it, sprinkles, chocolate chips. It was everything. Oh my god, I want that so bad right now. I'm so hungry. Okay, and I ate before we got in here. So let's see. Nothing is better than ice cream. You said it, Russell. That's for sure. And let's see, diets. What's a diet? I don't know this word. Okay. Ice cream diet. I'll do that. Let's see. Don't post pictures of other people's kids. Thank you. Yes, that's another thing, right? I don't care if it's your niece or nephew or whatever. Don't. Yeah, don't. It's it's just not right. Snacks are all right. So we're gonna get off the snack topic here, guys. And scrolling through Tinder a few years ago, and my ex, not my son's dad, posted a picture of himself with my son. We don't, honestly, guys, don't post pictures with kids in it.
Like, once again,
you can post in the comments like that you have a kid or whatever in your profile, because you definitely want the other person to know if you have a child, right? Because that's important in dating.
But that's something you like talk about, right?
Yeah, but you don't, and you can say that you love hanging out with your nieces and nephews and like they're an important part of your life or whatever, so that people know you enjoy being around kids. But don't post pictures. But anyways, all right, so that's that. Dating is not overrated. You're just thinking about it wrong. Going about it the wrong way. There are other, you just got to be more creative. And I think, and send us please your most creative eggplant pictures.
Yes, do it.
Oh my gosh, we so want to see these. All right, send them to chickchat@thejustdon'tnetwork.com or jinx@thejustdon'tnetwork.com. or chickchatchicago@gmail.com. Any of those. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And we want to see them. Or tweet us at @chat_Chicago. Tweet us your pictures. That would be hashtag it chickchatchicago, hashtag eggplant filter. Yeah. Anyways, I think that needs to be a thing. And I think we're going to sum it up for now, guys.
Yeah.
Go back. If you didn't hear all of it, you probably want to go back and listen to the beginning. Find out why we look this way. It's been fun. Oh my gosh. We've gone for an hour. Guys, thank you for making the show as awesome as it was. It's so much fun. We'll be back Saturday. We'll try to keep it to 20 minutes then. Hopefully you enjoyed your lunch break. Now I think we're going to go get some food.
Yeah,
and
go
clean out my car. Because it's pretty much totaled.
Yeah.
So anyways, yay, that's my day. Yay. All right, guys. And then, wait, hold on. What are we talking about on Saturday? Oh, how to navigate when you have too many dating apps going on and everybody decides to message you at once.
Oh, you know what I think about that?
Find out on Saturday.